Hi, welcome to Words of Ages. Today I'm going to be sort of reading into this text called Spark by a writer called Jason. He's given us like a way of dividing your days into like empowering tasks. So this is my attempt of sort of reading into what he's saying. So it says, are you just showing up in your life, or are you taking an active role in guiding it to reach your full potential and achieve your dreams? What this essentially means is that are you just living your life just as it comes, or are you taking a conscious decision to do things in life? Have you spent your life so far thinking and wishing about having something more? What is holding you back from achieving your dreams? Have you created your own obstacles? Often we as human beings, we don't realize, but it's all in our head, and sometimes the obstacles are self-created and self-inflicted more than anything else. Most people who haven't reached their potential have a long list of excuses for why they haven't. The time is not right, I need to save more money first, I just can't, up and change my life that easily, it's just a dream. And these are legitimate excuses. Most of us have these. Most of us think that we are not good enough, or the time is not right enough. So that's something we are doing constantly. Your life is rich with possibility, and you are the only one who can discover the opportunities that will allow you to live your dreams. You must open your eyes to what can be, envision the life you want, and take the steps to get yourself to that place. What essentially this means is that you have to take action. Without taking action, you cannot change the course of your life and the course of what is already happening. I challenge you to stop postponing the joy you deserve. Take control of your happiness. Learn how to make the decisions that will continue to elevate your mind and your spirit. Turn your wishes into goals and then attack them with the vigor you never knew you had. You have made a great start by picking up this book. This is the perfect opportunity for you to change your life, literally staring at you in the face. This is about taking charge. It's about trying to reach out to your goals as opposed to letting the goals come to you. That's not going to happen, let's be honest. 2022, you have to have a brutish approach to things, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you try and force things onto completion, but at the end of the day, you must really work hard, and you must take a conscious step towards the things that you want to achieve. I present a year's worth of mindful exercises that will give you a daily personal challenge. None of these exercises will require more than a few minutes of your time each day, so they do not require a massive commitment in that regard. Every assignment will build on the previous one, so you can accumulate a wealth of knowledge, ideas and guidance to rebuild, reshape, and redefine your new, improved life. We are not going to look into all 365 lessons, but we're going to look at a couple and then just sort of evaluate what this is about. And if you'd really like to rack your noodles about this, you could go check out the book. It's called Spark, 365 Days, Tasks Empowering You to Live Your Best Life. This text is a roadmap to achievement. Basically, you will learn to break down every obstacle that blocks your path and find ways to navigate them. If you lack confidence, if you lack self-awareness, patience, focus, passion, or other traits that prevent you from fulfillment, you will basically learn how to build these skills one action at a time. If you were told that you cannot succeed, then you lack experience, or that you are simply not good enough, you will learn how to prove every naysayer wrong. But first, you must prove it to yourself, because people who believe that something is missing from their lives, something that would link them to success, what they all have in common is that missing link, and it's buried under a heap of self-doubt, fear of change, complacency, or some other form of negative thinking. Don't allow your life to be less than exceptional. Give yourself 365 days to become the person you have always wanted to become, and to live the life that you know you deserve. all it takes is the commitment to grow and the courage to explore what is out there. Your new life starts right now. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. This is something Martin Luther King Jr. said. So what will your future hold? Have you ever thought about it? Are you afraid of thinking about the future? Because, you really can't control it, is what all of us think. Are you looking forward to the future, or are you dreading it? And why? Are you willing to have a little faith? What is faith? Sometimes it is described as a strong belief in something for which there is no proof. If that's the case, then faith is exactly what you need right now. You can't predict the future, definitely. But what you can do is let go of the baggage of your past and move forward without expectations. There is no evidence to prove that things can change in your life automatically. But if you take the first step with faith, walk boldly into the endeavor, and have faith that you are simply willing to make that one small change at a time, you will begin to see huge results. You don't need to see the whole staircase, You need to put to any limitation on your future. You don't need to put any limitation on your future. Just take that first step towards change. And your lesson today is easy and fun, You can get to your dream staircase eventually. But your assignment is to go get a notebook. You can go to a bookstore, pick out a fancy journal, or find a quirky spiral notebook anywhere, and just be silly, pretty, bold, or nondescript or descript, and just the only requirement is that you take with wherever you go, keep that notebook with you for at least a week and write down your dreams whenever they pop into your head. It doesn't matter if they're impossible. It doesn't matter if you want to become the president of your country or the prime minister of your country. Don't judge yourself. Just write them down and have faith. Take that first step. The second thing I'd really suggest you to do is to, like J.K. Rowling once said, that it is our choices that show us who we truly are, what we truly are, for more than our abilities. You shape your future every day through the choices you make. So that's sort of a hard one to swallow, isn't it? Sometimes you're thinking, okay, these choices are not something I can control either. You shape your future every day through the choices you make. That's sort of, it would be much easier to say you're a victim of circumstances than you don't have to act. Your choices create your reality. They are far more important than aptitude or circumstance. Say you have a person who's constantly criticizing your work. They pick on you so much that you start to sort of lose confidence in your ability to perform. So you can choose to believe that person, or you can trust yourself and leave the doubter in the dust. Think about how you respond to people who make you feel small. Why are you giving them that power? Does your level of education or the kind of job you do define you? Does it limit you? That too, isn't that a choice? You may not think you're smart enough to earn a degree or apply for a better job, but is it really that you did not choose to do the work? There are a million ways to add to your abilities, and they don't all have to come with huge price tags or a scary exam or a result, Or have you thought about seeking a mentor or applying for an apprenticeship? Or do you sort of belittle your own dreams? Have you ever explored your talents to find out what you really like doing, what you enjoy doing? That is the assignment. The assignment is to observe your choices. Look at your decision. From the littlest of things, from the food you eat, to the time you spend on a simple task, and to the people you choose to talk to, hang out with. Are those choices making that limit, or are those choices nurturing you? That's a very important question in a person's life. That's the second thing you need to really look into. Another great person called Geet said, whatever you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. So a couple of days back, you started, let's say, on my advice, let's say you took a notebook of dreams. Hopefully that's going well for you. And I'm going to stop at this third point and going to continue in the next video. But have you written anything down yet? Have you, and if you haven't, what is stopping you? Get busy. You're not going to change by just reading or listening to things. If you have been working on your dream notebook, pat yourself on the back because you are taking that first step. Today's lesson is about boldness. It's about the wonderful world that means to have, what it means to have courage, to take the leap forward even when you don't really know the risk involved. And I'm not saying you should not look before you leap. You definitely should. But be bold as to what you want. Make that assessment and be clear about what you want and be distinct about what you want. Only the bold types are stronger and it stands out. Be bold about what you believe in, about your dreams. Assess them. Definitely put them through an acid test. But don't overthink it. Take risks. There is genius in being bold because it is the opposite of being shy and uneasy. Being shy is not a problem for sure, but being uneasy about your dreams is not going to take you anywhere. It shows direction and commitment. You either apologize for your life or you can step up to the plate and be like, this is what I want. Because every person who's made any sort of revolution, any sort of change was once considered a madman. What do you have to lose? A boring and unfulfilling life? The agreement or disagreement of some of your friends? Do not care about it. You don't have to even believe in yourself to be bold. It's like standing on the high dive for the first time. You don't have to know what's going to feel like to plunge into the cold water. You just have to dive. And like I said, do assess, but do not over assess. Your assignment at the end of this video will be to look at some of your dreams, comment down below one of those dreams and what you can do to boldly go into that direction. What is that distinctive move you can make today so that you can start hurling towards your goal? And how would it be at all scary, if at all, for you to take that first step? The results may be magical. If you like what you heard today and this episode, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Make sure you comment down below your dreams, and I'd absolutely love it if you're taking care of yourself, and I'd love to see you in the next episode of Words of Ages. Thank you for tuning in.